going on, Answer Squad? It is your boy James here.
Hey everybody, it is your girl Melissa.
And we are the Answers Uncut.
You guys are in for a big treat today because we're going to be talking about things you should never do.
Not.
As a YouTube couple.
Don't do this, guys.
Yes, so stay tuned. And before we get any further, make sure you guys subscribe to our channel.
That's right. Hit that like button and hit the post notification.
Let's go.
So, our first thing that you should not do as a YouTube couple
is do not disappear.
Don't disappear on your audience, guys.
Yes.
You got to stay consistent. So, that ties into it. If you're going to set out to be recording one video a week or 2-3 videos a week, don't start off recording a bunch of videos and then go ghost on people.
Yeah, because you want to take this time to engage with the audience. And everybody knows that us as humans, as people, we have an attention span of a gnat. So you want to make sure that you capture your audience and make sure you do not disengage your audience.
That's true. And one other thing that you want to do as well too is that you want to also make sure that you are engaging with your audience, like she was saying. Comment on, you know, the comments that you get. If you get some comments, like them. Don't just ignore the comments, because these are people that are interested in your videos.
And they're taking the time out to watch your content. Yeah.
You got to engage. You got to engage your fans or your supporters or just your family.
Yeah, and if you don't have time to comment, like it, heart it, do whatever you got to do. But make sure you show support and make sure you be consistent.
That's right.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Welcome to our channel. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Hi.
Did you just spill the
My
water?
name is Melissa, and I'm so excited that you guys are tuning into my YouTube channel. I'm so excited. Oh, my God. I'm just so happy. Today, we're going to be talking about makeup. Oh, my God. Okay, you guys get the point? Okay, you guys get the point? I'm sorry.
Boy, if you don't get
That was...
Oh my God.
What was that, like your
I don't know. That was
your alter ego?
I don't know what that was.
Your spirit animal? What we doing here?
I don't know.
So, the next thing is be yourself. Don't be inauthentic, guys.
Yes. So you never want to do that as a YouTube couple.
Spit
You always
my
want to
water.
be yourself, because what happens if you don't be yourself? Accidents happen, right?
That's true.
So you want to make sure.
That's a good segue.
Yeah, because we just spilled all this water. But we just wanted to make a point in terms of never to do this as a YouTube couple in terms of not being yourself.
Yeah.
Your audience wants to know you for who you are. So always make sure you keep it real, make sure you keep it authentic, and make sure you be yourself.
That's so true, guys. I mean, it's easier to keep up with when you being yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to keep on putting up this facade for people that is not really you. And honestly, when people actually gravitate towards you, they'll be gravitating towards you because of who you are genuinely as a person.
Yeah, and you want it to be a natural gravitation too.
Yeah.
Okay, this brings us to our third never do as a YouTube couple. And I'm going to put it into this perspective. You scratch my back if I scratch yours.
Mm-hmm. We scratching backs.
You scratching back. Scratch my back.
Scratching backs. Scratch my
Scratch your back. But then what happens after the favor is done? Who's going to scratch my back?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that was a bad analogy.
It was a good analogy because it ties into what we're talking about here. And, you know, it's good to join certain Facebook groups to kind of get your...
and community.
Yeah. To get your content out there. But do not sub for sub.
Yeah.
That is the quickest way to get, you know, subscribers removed from your subscriber list. Because at the end of the day, when somebody subscribes to your channel and they don't watch your video, what happens is YouTube goes back and they delete those people because it could be like an error, or it could be like a bot or something that's trying to like or
Doesn't
subscribe.
it like flag them as if it's like not real?
Yeah,
or something like that.
It flags them as if it's not real. If you don't watch a certain amount of the video before you subscribe, it would literally just remove that subscription.
And we know that from personal experience.
Yep.
So we're not against joining Facebook communities. In fact, we would say absolutely do that. Join
Yeah.
Facebook communities so
Yeah.
you can be around other YouTubers, get ideas, get inspiration, and just build that sense of community. But the last thing that you want to do is what we did, and we were doing sub for sub because everybody in the YouTube community was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And we would be like, oh wow, we have 300 subscribers. We would wake up and then we'd be 250.
Yeah.
Like, wait,
like what? What
like, what happened?
Like 50 people just subscribe, just unsubscribe out of
Yeah, and
nowhere.
we didn't even understand. And
Yeah.
in the long run, again, it goes back to authenticity.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that people that are subscribing to your channel are going to take the time out to watch your content.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the subscription count that you need in order to monetize, but it's also the hours of watch time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's so true. That's so true, guys. And you get those channels where they have like a huge subscription base, but then they only have like a couple views on their video.
Yeah.
And a lot of the subscribers are not even watching the videos because they just kind of just subscribe just so you could subscribe. So don't do that, guys.
Yes.
All right, guys. So this next tip right here would get your channel demonetized.
I'm laughing so hard, y'all, because James just knew he was right. He was like,
Yeah,
guys,
whatever. All
copyright
right.
music,
So just listen to
you're
what I'm
outta
saying, guys.
here.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So pretty much, if you want to be able to monetize your videos as a couple, you want to make sure that you're using non-copyright music.
Yes.
And honestly, we ended up falling victim to the situation because we ended up using songs.
No, we didn't even use any songs.
Oh, it was playing in the background.
So it was actually playing in the background.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, make sure if you guys didn't watch our giving challenge, make sure you go back and watch that. It's
Tune
around
in.
the holidays.
Yeah.
You definitely want to make sure that you go back to that video and take a look at it. But anyway, it was a moment where we were in the car and we were just bobbing, listening to music, and we just so happened to have the camera recording. And literally, the video was muted. Like, it was like, alert. And it was either like, your options are going to be like, you can't monetize, or you're going to have to cut that section out of the channel, or you're going to have to mute that section out of the channel.
Yeah.
So if your goal is to make this shmoney,
That's it.
then you do not want to use any music that's copyrighted.
That's so true, guys. And a good place to get non-copyrighted music that we usually get music from is SoundCloud. So when you go on SoundCloud, there is a section where you can use music that is for commercial use. So you go into tracks and then you go to commercial use, and those songs can pretty much be used non-copyrighted. Then you can go onto the SoundCloud downloader and copy and paste and put it into the downloader, and it would download as an MP3 file to your computer. There's also other places where you can get non-copyrighted music off of YouTube. Actually, if you type in non-copyrighted music and you're able to download it into YTMP3. Yeah, so it's YTMP3, which is pretty much a place where you can take YouTube videos and convert them into MP3s. So we'll drop a link to that as well too, and take advantage of this, guys. Just make sure you don't use copyrighted music
Unless you want to not be monetized.
That's true. That's true.
Show me them tatas. I'm tired of it.
Couples, one thing you do not want to do is profanity and nudity.
Yes, yes.
This is in the YouTube policy. If you do these things, you cannot monetize your videos.
Yes. Oh, you think I'm gonna get in trouble for doing that just now?
We probably gonna bleep that out.
Oh Lord. Okay, I ain't show nothing, but still,
We probably
you guys get the
probably
point.
gonna bleep that out. Yeah. So you guys get it. Don't use profanity or
Don't use nudity.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you wanna, everybody has their own journey, but you also want to maintain the integrity of your channel as well.
That's so true. And if that's your thing, I mean, no judgment here.
Yeah, no judgment.
No judgment here. But if you're not trying to make any money on YouTube, well, that's that's your lane too. So
that brings us to our last topic. And we just wanted to do a little demonstration to put emphasis on what you should never do as a YouTube couple.
Yeah.
And that's compare yourself to other couples. Why is it so important, baby, that couples don't get caught into this trap?
Because you get sidetracked from your lane. You want to stay in your lane in YouTube. If you look at other couples' channels and you're like, oh man, how did they grow so fast? Like, everybody's on their own journey on YouTube. You get sidetracked and you stop focusing on your audience. Once you start looking at other couples and start looking at other things, now you want to copy what other people are doing, and it's not working for you, so now you're even more frustrated. Yeah. So you want to stay in your lane.
Absolutely. And I think that it's okay for you to look at what other YouTube channels are doing, what other YouTube couples are doing, to take different ideas and different perspectives, because that's really all it is. Everybody's doing pretty much a little bit along the lines of the same thing, just with their own twist and personality and flavor, so to say. But you don't want to get in the habit of comparing. Because that's going to take away from you being authentic. And it circles back to our first thing in terms of being authentic and engaging with your community. Stay focused on the grind. Stay focused on your channel. Stay focused on your audience. There's a niche for everybody.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you compare yourself, you may be leaving out or losing your focus on what you should be focused on, which is your target market audience.
That's right, guys. So I hope these tips have helped on things that you should not do as a YouTube couple. Make sure that you guys rewatch this again if you have to. But until next time, guys, we are the Answers Uncut.